Hello friends, welcome back to the Lightford house. In keeping with our crock pot thing that we have going here, if you saw my last video, I did a pork loin in the slow cooker using the Dutch oven. Today I'm using the traditional crock pot, and I've already lined my crock pot. We are making a chicken taco soup. I've already cut up half of an onion and placed it in the bottom of the crock pot, and then I just placed 2 large chicken breasts in there, and I season them with just some salt and pepper. So here are our ingredients. We're going to need some taco seasoning. You can use homemade or store-bought taco seasoning. Some chili beans or pinto beans, kidney beans, fire roasted tomatoes, 10 ounces of enchilada sauce, corn, and like a rotel kind of thing. This is just the off-brand rotel. Tastes just as good, and you're saving money there by buying the store brands. And then some chicken broth. I'm not going to drain any of this. I'm not going to rinse the beans. I'm just going to dump everything straight into the crock pot. Even the corn, I'm not draining it. Everything is going to go in. It's going to be a dump and go. I'm going to cook this on high for about 3 to 4 hours. And then towards the end, we will shred the chicken and then add it back into the soup. And then we can top it with cheese, sour cream, cilantro, whatever you want to top it with, tortilla chips. So yeah, it's a really quick and easy meal, and it's just dump and go so that you can have dinner cooking while you're doing other things around the house. All right, so let's get started. All the cans are already open. Dump everything in. Some recipes call for black beans, but I didn't have any canned ones. I had some dry ones, but didn't have them soaking, so they wouldn't cook in time if I just threw the dried beans into the crock pot. So I'm subbing out for the kidney beans, and it'll be just fine because around here we just use what we have and make it work. Get all that out of there. Packet of taco seasoning. I'm going to use maybe half of this chicken broth container. So this is 4 cups total. And I'm going to use about half of this. About 2 cups of chicken broth in there. If the liquid level gets low, you can always add more later, but I think that's probably about good there. We're going to give this a little stir, and then we will set it to high temperature just to mix everything around. You can also add more salt and pepper to your soup, but we'll wait till it's done and taste it and see if it needs any more, because the chicken broth and the taco seasoning already have salt, and then I did salt and pepper the chicken. Once that's done, we'll just pop a lid on top. I'm going to set this on high. If you start this early enough in the day, you could do it on low for about 6 to 7 hours, but we're just going to pop it on high for about 4 hours and see where we're at. So like the last 30 minutes of the cook time, you may want to go ahead and take the chicken out and shred it up and then add it back in. See you back here in a few hours. Okay, this has been cooking for just over 3 hours. I'm going to go ahead, get the chicken out of the bottom, and it should be ready to shred up. So I'm just going to remove it to a plate, shred it up, and then add it back in. Once your chicken is shredded up, just add it back in. Mix it in there. And I'm going to let this go for about 30 to 40 more minutes, and then it'll be time to serve it up. Okay, so it's been another 30 minutes since I have cut up the chicken or shredded it up and added it back in. I just shredded it apart with 2 forks. There are several ways to shred your chicken. You can use whatever method you want. And so this took about 4 hours on high. I'm gonna go ahead and fix up a bowl and give a taste test. And I'm gonna garnish mine with some tortilla chips, some sharp cheddar cheese, and sour cream. You can put whatever kind of garnishment you want on it. So let's see what we've got. And as you can see, that soup is bubbling hot. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the crock pot and unplug it. Give it a little stir. So those chicken breasts, I only used 2. They were huge. I get mine from Sam's Club normally. But this looks really good. Lots of chicken in there. Got the onion, tomatoes. And I kept my chicken pieces a little bit big. I didn't shred them up too small. I don't want to get too much here. I'm going to add a little bit of sour cream to this. Gonna mix that in. It'll make it kind of creamy and dreamy. And I did not add any extra liquid. I did not add any additional salt or pepper to this. Add my cheese in there. And then I'm just gonna crumble up some tortilla chips on top to give it a little bit of a crunch. Doesn't that look fantastic? Let's go ahead and stir the cheese in there and let it kind of melt down. And I'm gonna give this a taste. Let me get some chicken on there. Looks really good. Also very hot. Oh yes, it's absolutely delicious. A nice cozy crock pot meal. Your family will love this. It's absolutely delicious. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please hit that subscribe button before you leave, and be sure to give this one a thumbs up if you love an easy, quick crock pot soup. And I will have a few more crock pot videos coming up here in the future, so be sure to stick around. I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.